out of bed, huh?
I'm getting stronger. They have me sitting up for an hour a day.
Uh-huh.
The hand's not so good, though.
Well, that'll come in time. It's good to see you're feeling better.
Thank you. What about you? How are you?
I'm not the best I've ever been.
It was a real tragedy, Joey. Siobhan should never have been kidnapped. She should never have lost that baby.
That's right.
Well, at least she's back home and safe.
Yeah, but things aren't the same anymore, Tizo. They're changed.
Changed how? She still loves you.
Yes, and I love her. And I want to stay married to her, and I want to have children with her, and I want to spend the rest of my life with her.
I know that.
And she says none of that's going to happen as long as I'm mixed up with you.
I know that, too. I've always said that I didn't want you to lose Siobhan because of me. We're a family. We ought to do things to help each other.
Unfortunately, that's not the way things are.
Well, could I talk to her? Would that be all right?
No, it's past talk, Tizo. I'm getting out.
No.
That's the way it has to be.
You're wrong, Joey. Don't kid yourself. You're not getting out. You can't.
That reveals everything. Hosted by Linda Dano and Lisa Rinna, plus Michael Bruno. SoapNet Daytime Emmys Unzipped. Wednesday at noon, only on SoapNet.
What happens when 10 strangers in one house all want the same thing?
I want to be a soap star.
I want to be a soap star.
I adore arguing.
And I hate confrontation.
Woo! We're gonna have a party.
Why be rude?
I'm not going to let anyone stop me.
I'm here to win.
Bring it on.
Who will you root for? A new season of I Want to Be a Soap Star premieres Thursday, June 8th at 11.
Inside every woman, there is power and passion. Turn it on with Venus Vibrance. It gently exfoliates, leaving skin so smooth and luminous, revealing a more radiant you. Venus Vibrance.
Watch this.
Windex. It's so powerful it starts to work even before you wipe, because everyone loves a streak-free shine. Windex is best on glass.
I think Bob's a fish.
If he were a fish, don't you think his clothes would smell like fish?
Right, yeah.
New Purex Plus renews its super odor neutralizer. Doesn't just cover odors, it neutralizes them. Purex, a surprising clean, a surprising value.
Now that your taxes are done and one important deadline is behind you, I want to make sure you don't miss the next important deadline of May 15th. Hi, I'm Hal Linden. For Medicare prescription drug coverage you can count on, call Signature RX right now. If you don't join by May 15th, 2006, you may have to pay a higher premium when you do join a Medicare prescription drug plan. Our representatives will explain everything simply and clearly. They can tell you what you'll pay and how much you will save at the pharmacy on the medication you take. Here's the best part. You may even qualify for additional savings from the government. So the best plan may cost a lot less than you think. With Signature RX, you enroll with a company that has been one of the nation's leading healthcare benefit providers for over 80 years. I want to make sure you don't miss the next important deadline of May 15th. Take advantage of this opportunity and call Signature RX now.
1-800-257-4300.
Hello. When'd you get in?
A couple of hours ago. It was incredible. And guess what? I discovered a new drink. It's called a pina
colada, dear.
You and 100,000 tourists
Oh, I'm
every
not
year.
gonna let you spoil it. It was wonderful. And guess what? Seneca's divorce went off without a hitch.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to spoil anything for you. I'm terribly sorry. Probably just expressing a little frustration at my own inability to keep you from rushing into this marriage.
Poor Mom, I guess it just must not be your day. I'm sorry. The wedding's tomorrow. I thought you might like to have it here.
Here?
Yeah, will you please? The bride's family's supposed to arrange the wedding, and, well, you're my family, besides Nana.
You're serious?
We're going to get married. Now, we can go down to City Hall and have some clerk perform the ceremony, or we could do it nicely, here.
You want me to make the arrangements?
Well, you do know a lot of judges.
Yes, I do. What about catering?
Well, you always say money can do anything.
The guests?
Seneca and I want to take care of that. And, of course, you're free to invite anybody you want.
Oh, thank you very much. Will it do any good for me to point out that this is insane?
Well, everybody's always told me being in love is a little like being insane, and I believe it. I know I'm pretty crazy about Seneca.
Crazy like a fox.
That's unkind, Mother.
Seneca Bolak is still grieving over the death of Jill's baby. You are taking advantage of that grief by pretending to be pregnant, and you talk to me about kind?
Maybe I will have a baby someday, but not until I have the time to take care of him after my career is underway.
Why do I have a problem thinking you'll ever make Seneca a father?
Maybe I will. You can't be so sure about that.
Look, Kim, believe it or not, in spite of the fact that you have some papers of mine which keeps me from doing some things I very much want to do, I do know a hell of a lot more than you. And one thing I know is that a marriage between you and Seneca Bolak will wind up in unhappiness for both of you.
You don't know that. You can't know that.
I'm part witch, and I do know it. What are you going to tell him after the honeymoon? I presume you are going to have to tell him that you're not pregnant.
It's just awful the way those laboratories make mistakes, isn't it?
A lab report mistake.
Keep it simple. You know that. It's the best way.
Oh, if I could just...
But you can't, Mother. You can't do anything about it. Because if you drop just one hint, just one little word, and Seneca finds out I'm not really pregnant, I'm going to know that you're responsible, which means I'm going to take your precious papers straight to Frank Ryan and tell him when, where, and how I found them. I know you don't want that, do you?
No. No, I don't want that.
Then let's just not even think about Seneca even finding out. Let's plan my wedding.
That's going to be very hard.
Oh, come on, Mama. I don't want you to be mad at me. All I want is, like you, everything. I want you caring about me. I want Seneca. I want my career. But I think I can have it all.
Plan your wedding, Kim, because I have to. As far as having everything, I wouldn't count on it.
Oh, but I will. Just watch me.
Well, hi. Come on in. Just catching up on things I missed while I was away. Listen, I'm sorry about Delia.
Thank you. As you can see, we're very concerned about her emotional state.
Yeah, these regressions under hypnosis, what do you make of them?
Well, Adam intended to take Delia back to her childhood, but in some way, he took her somewhere else. Fantasy, another life. At any rate, what Delia describes seems to have happened before the turn of the century.
Wait a minute, hold on. You're not saying that you believe it was a real earlier life?
Well, I am skeptical, of course, but with Delia, who knows? The one thing we are sure of is that she's a sick girl, and the hypnotherapy seems to alleviate some of the fears. As for the rest of it,
Look, Roger, I'd like to be kept informed of her treatment, all right?
Of course.
Yeah, on a happier note, I have something to ask of you.
Oh, anything I can do, just ask.
Well, Kim and I are getting married tomorrow. I'd like you to be my best man.
I'm certainly flattered, but...
Well, if you're thinking about Jillian, I don't believe that she'll have any objections. You see, she and Frank are coming to the wedding.
They are?
Yeah. Kim asked them this afternoon.
Now, suddenly I feel a little old and a little square.
You know, you're one of the people I've been counting on to be on my side about Kim. And remember that conversation we had where you defended the idea of a relationship between an older man and a younger woman?
In theory.
Well, it works in fact, too. Look, Roger, if you have reservations...
Oh, no, I don't. Not of the kind you mean. I'd be flattered, Seneca. I'd be glad to be your best man.
Thank you.
After all, if it's to be done, it might as well be done with style.
You're right. Ray is going to be the matron of honor, and I think the wedding's going to take place at her
Seneca,
apartment.
you don't have to sell me on the idea. This is one wedding that I wouldn't miss for anything in the world.
I have to speak for myself, Joey. Have you thought what would happen to me if you walked out that door and cut bait?
I've lost a child, Tizo. I'm not going to lose Siobhan.
But you're the only one that can hold things together for me. I need you.
I can't do it.
You leave, and they'll come down on me like a pack of dogs. I'd be dead in a week.
Tizo, what the hell else do you want from me? I've tried to be loyal. I've tried to pay you back. It's got to end somewhere.
Tell me exactly what Siobhan wants to know.
She wants me to look her in the eye and tell her that I'm clean, out from everything.
Lie, Joey. Lie.
I can't. Not to her.
It's not as though I'm asking you for your whole life. All I need is a little time.
How much time?
2 months. Can you give me that?
2 months.
Yeah, to get stronger, to get out of here. I have friends in all the families. I can get support there.
Of course you can. You can get all the support you want. All the old-timers will back you up.
Well, won't you do that for me, Joey? Don't turn your back on me now.
George can run things.
George is not blood. They won't accept him. You're my nephew. You're more than that, and you know it.
You're making this real tough for me, Tizo.
I have to make it tough because it'll be tough on me if you go.
I have to.
You don't. Tell Siobhan that you're out of my life, that we're finished, quits.
Fine. Then what?
You can do business from the fishing office or the Nova. We don't have to talk to each other face to face when there's a telephone. Joey, do you want to sign my death warrant? 2 months, Joey. 2 months.
I suppose I could tell Siobhan it'd take me a couple of months to sell the fishing business, and it would.
You want to get the best price you can? So take your time. Negotiate a sale. Do business as usual.
I suppose it could work.
If the boys know that you're handling things for me and I'll be back soon, we won't have any more problems.
Unless Siobhan finds out.
But she won't. Because you won't let her. Give me 2 months, Joey. 2 months. And in return, I'll get you out. I give you my word.
Okay. I'll do it.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Ma. I'm just so sad and angry.
I know. But there'll be other babies. You know that.
Not this baby.
No.
I was trying at first to think it wasn't a child. And then just when I was ready to think it was a real person. Tiny, but completely formed.
Siobhan, darling, there's a reason for all of it. Even if you can't see that now.
I know.
Which is not to say that I don't grieve with you for the little one that you're not going to have. But let me tell you how proud I am, again, of the stand that you've taken with Joseph. I mean, it wasn't easy. It was the most difficult thing, but it was the best for yourself as well as for him. And I just know that everything will be all right.
When haven't you known that everything would be all right?
Oh. Now, Joseph has seen Tiso now?
Yeah.
He loves you, darling.
Yeah.
You gave him a choice, and he chose you, and he won't go back on that.
Do you think that he's going to break off with Tiso?
I do. Now, let's get to more practical matters. Is there anything that you need?
No. think I have everything that I need. Oh, except maybe my address book, if you remember that. And in the top drawer of the dresser, there's a silver brush and a comb and a mirror. Tizo gave them to me, but they're lovely and I need them.
Well, I'll bring them the very next time I come over.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello, Maeve. I've just spoken to Tizo.
I'm Bree Williamson from One Life to Live. Watch me go from Jess to Tess and back again all in one day.
If it's not one thing, it's your mother. Saturday, May 13th, starting at 7 on SoapNet. If you're not watching,
Get out!
you're missing.
He's threatening me. Get off it, Iris! He was set up. He's using you.
If you ever undermine me again, you're out.
Multiple personality disorder.
Excuse me?
Don't let another juicy moment slip away.
Something that feels so good be wrong.
Go to SoapNet.com to get the scoop.
You're exhausting me.
And watch Another World on SoapNet today at 1.
Kiss me. And then get out of here, okay?
Kuno Becker started on his first of 10 Mexican soap operas, Para Toda la Vida, in 1996. His dream to star on the big screen comes true in Touchstone Pictures' Goal.
This is a story about dreams. This is a story about friendship.
You think you deserve it?
I know I do.
Kuno Becker and Goal, coming to theaters May 12th.
You know me. I'm that guy you always see suffering with sinus pressure and congestion. Well, here's something out of the box. New Sudafed PE Quick Dissolve Strips. Fast, maximum strength Sudafed PE relief in a strip to relieve sinus pressure and congestion. Plus, they dissolve instantly with a cooling sensation of menthol that says relief is on its way. I'm like a new person. New Sudafed PE Quick Strips. The fast, maximum strength Sudafed PE in a strip.
What's the fastest selling diet pill in America? Xantrex 3. Xantrex 3. More weight loss, faster weight loss, energy to burn. Xantrex 3, the only diet pill with a kick. Rapid weight loss, incredible energy. America's power pack super pill. Xantrex 3.
At smarter retailers nationwide or call 1-800-349-3595.
No wonder everyone loves Xantrex 3. Xantrex 3. Yes!
You grip, you turn, you slip. Yuck! There must be an easier way to open that can. Introducing the One Touch Can Opener, the fast, easy way to open cans. The One Touch Can Opener is totally automatic. Just place it on the can, press the button, and your can opens in seconds. Amazing! Best of all, it works on any size can, small, medium, or large. The One Touch cuts from the side, so there's no sharp edges. Now, on this special TV offer, get the One Touch Can Opener for the breakthrough price of just $19.95 with a money-back guarantee. If the One Touch isn't the easiest can opener you've ever used, just return it for a full refund. Call right now and we'll also include the Grip Mate, absolutely free. It's perfect for every hard-to-open jar or bottle. Just grip, twist, and pop. Get the One Touch Can Opener and touch and go forever. Here's how to order.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-677-9190 to order the One Touch Can Opener for just $19.95 plus shipping and handling. That number again is 1-800-677-9190.
If you think $4 doesn't go very far, wait till you see where it takes your television with DirecTV. Now, you can add over 20 exciting channels of awesome entertainment, amazing sports, really cool kids, and fascinating educational programming. Just transform your Total Choice package into Total Choice Plus for as little as $4 more per month. That's incredible value. Upgrade to Total Choice Plus programming today. Visit DirecTV.com or call 1-800-531-5000.
You weren't gone very long. How was he?
Better, better. I left him sitting up in a chair.
Oh, well, I'm glad he's recovering. Now, I'll see you later, Joseph, right?
Well, you're not going on my account, are you?
I most certainly am. The two of you have a great deal to talk about it, and I'll leave you to do that.
I'll call you, Mother.
Yes, dear, that's fine.
Well, how was it?
I'm out.
Joe, really?
Yeah. Tizo's a tough old bird, but he's into his love.
Well, how did he take it? Didn't he object?
Well, he hates the idea of us going away, but he says that he understands and he can handle things and not to worry.
You're telling me the truth?
The whole truth, nothing held back.
So your uncle's gonna find somebody else to manage his affairs?
The legitimate business and the other stuff.
You're not gonna see him anymore?
No, not the way you mean.
You mean you're really out of everything?
As of 5 minutes ago, yes.
Great! What does that mean? What do we do?
Well, I want to go away, Siobhan, as soon as I can.
When?
Well, I've got to sell the business first. That means I have to sell the boats and the warehouse, everything, except maybe the Nova. That might take a little while.
Oh?
Well, listen, you can go on ahead if you want to. I'll understand. Find a little place for us to live quietly for 6 months or a year, and when we know everything is all right here, and I'll join you after I wrap up the business.
I don't want to leave you.
Well, I sure don't want you to go.
How much time, Joe?
I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, maybe longer.
That's not too long. I don't even want to leave you for 3 or 4 days.
I don't either. I love you.
I love you. I want to get out of here. I want to go away with you right now.
Maybe not quite yet. Not with those guys who kidnapped you running around out there loose, but that won't take long. Tizo said he's going to handle that.
How?
Listen, none of that is part of my life anymore, Siobhan, or yours. But we have to be sensible. Until Tizo can tell me that Sheepshead Bay is his territory again, safe, beyond any question, I want you to stay at your parents'.
Where'll you be?
Out on the Nova. You can call me anytime you like.
And you're not gonna give me some message that you're over at the harbor side?
I'm out. I've told you that. I'll just be cleaning up some paperwork and getting the brass polished and have some painting done, seeing what kind of a price I can get for it.
Can I come over there and help?
I don't see why not.
I think we ought to be together.
We will be. I'm gonna make up for everything.
You already have, darling. 3 or 4 weeks. It's nothing.
Well, don't be too literal about that, okay?
What? What do you mean?
Well, if I get a buyer right away, it'll be 3 or 4 weeks, but it could be longer, maybe a couple of months, but no more than that. All right?
Yes. Yes.
Next, seduction rules the bedroom and the boardroom on The Young and the Restless. Then it's All My Children, followed by One Life on SoapNet.
Can't get enough of Nick and Phyllis?
I'll never forget what we shared.
It'll be a good memory.
Want to see more between Sharon and Brad?
I'll always be there for you, Sharon. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
Need to watch Y&R at night and don't know where else to turn?
You don't seem to understand the seriousness of this situation, young man.
No need to panic. Now you can get your Y&R fix 5 nights a week.
I'm gonna make you the happiest woman on the face of the earth.
Catch same-day episodes of Y&R coming up next.
All right, count me in.
Only on SoapNet. It's Emmy month on SoapNet.com. Watch interviews with the nominees. Get predictions from soap experts. Test your Emmy knowledge. Plus photo and video highlights. SoapNet.com, your first place for everything Emmys.
SoapNet Originals. Get inside.
We're gonna have fun today!
All right. Run it in slow-mo. It's so worth it.
Love soap operas.
Get connected.
It's a wonderful, joyous feeling.
I am living the life that I've always wanted to live.
Get the real story.
Don't tell anyone.
Okay, now I didn't know that.
SoapNet Originals. No one gets you closer.
Remember when we could lose 10 or 15 pounds in just a few days? Well, we're not in our 20s anymore. But now there's a diet pill for adult women, Estrin D. Estrin increases metabolism so we burn additional calories, even at rest. Estrin improves hormonal balance so we lose weight in all the right places. And Estrin gives us all the energy we'll ever need, day or night. Estrin D, the diet pill that helps real women lose weight.
Call 1-800-552-0048.
Do you have to do that every time you wash the car?
With the Mr. Clean Auto Dry Car Wash, your car dries itself to a spot-free shine so you don't have to. Just soap, rinse, and watch as the Pure filter removes water impurities, leaving you with a spot-free shine with no need to hand dry, guaranteed.
Now you have time to do mine.
For more information on the Mr. Clean Auto Dry Car Wash Kit, go to autodry.com.
Right, Mr. Melton. Yeah. Listen, I'll drop it off in the morning, and then I'll pick it up around noon, huh? Yeah. But fine, thank you. Yeah, listen, it's very important. I'm going to wear it for my. No, it's really nothing. I'm going to wear it for my wedding tomorrow. No, I don't think you know her. No, I'm sorry. I've got to go now, Mr. Milton. Goodbye. Listen, that was my cleaner. Now, he sent you his best wishes. What do you think he'd say if he could see you now?
Maybe that I'm drunk with love? Mother's gonna plan our wedding. I'm so happy I could just explode.
No, don't explode. You just be happy. Go over there. I want to have a real good look at you. Oh, now that is beautiful.
I feel beautiful. Say, you don't think Mama's gonna feel awkward, do you, having Frank and Jill at the wedding?
Well, maybe a little teensy bit, but it's not gonna rate very high on our list of troubles tomorrow.
Maybe once everybody sees that we're married, they won't think of me as the baby that they do now.
She is still just a baby.
Ray, you don't have to convince me of that.
Well, there has got to be some way to stop it. There has got to be some way to let Seneca know that she's not pregnant without letting her know that I told her.
The only way would be if she told Seneca herself.
Not very likely.
Still.
What? You mean she's going to stand in front of that judge tomorrow, stop everything, and say, darling, there's something I've been meaning to mention?
That is one way, but I had a rather different approach on my mind.
Roger? Roger, you have just captured my undivided attention.
Do you think that you could get Kimberly to talk about her little ploy in a public place?
Could I lead Kim into self-congratulation? Could I lead Kim into pouring the salt into my wounds? Do you even have to ask?
Now, here's the tricky part.
Yeah.
To find a neutral party that would take the news to Seneca. And that way there would be no trace of your involvement directly or indirectly.
I do wish I knew what you were talking about because it sounds fascinating.
Someone who cared enough about Seneca to warn him.
You don't see Frank Ryan rushing in to the rescue?
No. But Jill might.
Jill?
Jill has been feeling a little benign towards Seneca since he agreed to give her that divorce.
Roger, you can't tell her because then Kim would know that I told you.
Honey, I wouldn't say a word to Jill, but with any luck, Kim would tell her.
How would she do that?
All right, if one plans a special occasion at Lem's, Mrs. Lem can be prevailed upon to set up a beautiful partition made of beads, and it separates into a private dining area, but it's not really a very private dining area, because every word that is said can be heard on the other side of that partition.
So that if Kim and I were on one side of the partition and Jill were on the other side...
And if you could lead Kim into an examination of her Machiavellian plot?
I love you!
Well, unfortunately, I have no time for thanks. I've got a lot of things to do. I've got to call Jill and see if she's free for a Chinese dinner.
To say nothing of praying that Kimberly is willing to have dinner with her mother.
And assuming that I can make the necessary reservations for tonight to get Kim and Jill together at Lem's.
And then you leave the rest to me. I know exactly what to do.
It's Emmy month on SoapNet.com. Watch interviews with the nominees. Get predictions from soap experts. Test your Emmy knowledge. Plus photo and video highlights. SoapNet.com, your first place for everything Emmys.